Peekaboo! How are you? It's week 11 of Veg Out with Sylvia. Let's do this. All right, so in today's lovely CSA, we got some good stuff. We got a nice mixed colors of beans. We have some nice red leaf lettuce, a muskmelon, some red onions, some broccoli, some little cherry orange tomatoes. We have 3 orange peppers, some cucumbers, some squash, and some corn. And the nights are getting a little cooler. I had to wear my jacket on my morning walk, which means we're getting some fall vegetables. This is a Brussels sprout, okay? And when you have Brussels sprouts, they grow, and these leaves, these actually belong to a collard green plant. So this is a collard green, but the Brussels sprout also grows these leaves and they are snapped off. And then what grows is the little buds, okay? And this is what we're eating. Sometimes you see them on their actual stalk, and that's great because it's kind of like a life support for the plant, all right? But when you need to cook them, you actually have to take them off. So what do? You just snap them off, okay? And I've already washed this one. So you want to just take off the bottom. And today we're roasting them. You could roast them whole, you could half them, you could quarter them, but I feel like practicing my knife skills, so I'm actually gonna slice them, okay? And we're just gonna, I don't know, 1/4 inch slice. And we're gonna continue doing all of these once I wash them. I'm going to take half of an onion, and also slice this. And the onion's really nice because it gives it a little bit of sweetness. Okay. You could also add, I don't know, some apple if you wanted. This is also good with some bacon. So just to slice your onion, we kind of did like a little radial style slice on there, okay? So we're gonna come back and show you our sliced veggies before they go into an oven. I'm going to bake it at 450 degrees for about 25 to 30 minutes. And I like my Brussels sprouts pretty well charred. So you cook them until you like them. Remember, doneness is totally subjective. All right, so we'll be back. All right, so we have sliced all of our Brussels sprouts. And if they're really small, you can just cut them in half. If you see any like black leaves, just discard those. If your leaves on your Brussels sprouts are yellow, that means the Brussels sprout is old. So leave that one at the store. Okay, and these guys are super good for you. They are high, very high in vitamin C and vitamin K. All right, now we're gonna season this. It's gonna break apart the onions. We're gonna give it some salt, some pepper. Now the fat, I'm using canola oil today. You can use whatever fat you want. You can use bacon fat, you can use duck fat, you can use olive oil. And it's not a lot of Brussels sprouts, so I'm just gonna go with maybe 2 tablespoons. The recipe says 3, but the plant didn't really yield that many Brussels sprouts. So we're just gonna coat it with oil. And then you want as much surface area exposed. So just kind of flatten it out with your hands. And it'll go into the oven. And this Brussels sprouts are really great because they go with anything. So they go with, you know, beef or chicken or pork. If you wanted to just go vegetarian, you could make some spetzel, or you can make some like pumpkin ravioli that this would be a wonderful, nice accompaniment with. All right. So it's gonna go into our oven at 450 for about 25 minutes or so, and we'll be back. All right, so our Brussels sprouts have come out of the oven. I flipped them once or twice while they were in there, and now we're going to dish them up. They're nice and charred. You can eat them as is. You can garnish them with a little bit of Parmesan cheese. You're not gonna make a mess like I just did, but that's okay. Messes happen, and messes are tasty. So what we're gonna do is we are just going to drizzle our Brussels sprouts with a little bit of balsamic glaze to give it some nice acidity, and we'll give it a taste. And if you don't have balsamic glaze, you can actually put balsamic vinegar, you can put maple syrup. So let's give it a try. They're earthy, they're sweet. The onions give it a slight little taste or sweetness. Brussels sprouts are yummy. They're good for you. Try them. I love you all. Have a beautiful day.